Okay, so I finally did it. I went to Toys R Us yesterday and I purchased the replica belt that they were selling, the World Heavyweight title. For the last month or so, I've been going to Toys R Us. About a month ago, I went there and I saw that they were selling an adult size replica championship belt for I think it was like 120 bucks. And I was shocked because I wasn't too sure. I didn't know that they were actually selling like adult size replica, and I was really tempted at the time to buy it, and I was just thinking, $120. I was like, I don't know. As a wrestling fan, I've been a wrestling fan since 1991, and I've always wanted a championship belt. Any wrestling fan's dream is to own a wrestling belt. I was really obsessed with the old school WWE title, the Eagle. Really wanted that, and I had toy belts, but nothing. It's not toy belts are not the real thing. And I know they sell the replica belts you can get on WWE.com and other websites, but they're really expensive. They're like 300 and they could go $400 really. And I don't really have that money to spend. I like to eat, so I'm not gonna, and I like to pay my mortgage, so I can't really afford to spend that much money on a replica belt. And I like to stay married too, because I don't think my wife really would want me to spend that much money on a belt. But I saw this at Toys R Us, and I watched a lot of reviews on this on YouTube. I'm not going to give you a full review. There's so many videos of this belt on YouTube. They go into really details. They do the unboxing. Check it out. That's what I've been doing. And again, like I was saying, the replica belts on WWE.com, it's going to cost you about $300, $400. This one at Toys R Us, it's only about, I think it's $120. And I said to myself, it's now or never. It's a reasonable price. I had some gift cards. You know what? Let me just purchase this so I can say I have this belt. Again, this version of the WWE Championship, I'm not really a big fan of. I think their belts have gotten worse through the years. It's not like how it used to be. But I still, to display this, it looks really good. And as the reviews, the main reviews are complaints. Really, you can't replace the plates and have personal plates. I don't really care about that. It's about who cares about replacing the side plates with with the wrestlers logos or whatever. Another complaint about the belt is really stiff with the leather. It's very hard leather, so it doesn't really fold that much up like a real championship belt. So it's really the belt leather is really hard. So that's another complaint about it. So when I open this up, and I'm thinking to myself, what the hell am I gonna do with this now? Am I gonna be the guy that goes to the WWE live events with the belt, being all cool and stuff, holding it like that? Those guys. The guys are in the crowd that have their championship replica belt, and they're thinking they're all cool and stuff. Nothing wrong with that. I don't know. I wouldn't bring this to a live event because I'll be afraid I would lose it or something because I would have to hold this on. Will I? Somebody rings the doorbell in my house. Do I answer the door holding this belt? What's going on, brother? No. Basically, I would probably display it, I guess, somewhere. But it's a nice belt. This is actually the actual size. So this is what AJ Styles is carrying around. It's the same size that he has. And just thinking about if you're a wrestler lugging this belt around to airports and stuff. But I highly recommend it if you are a lifelong wrestling fan and you always wanted just to have a championship belt. Now I'm not talking about a toy belt, a replica belt, and you're on a budget. You can't really afford those ones on WWE Shop. They're like $400, and you just want something just to feel, see what a real championship belt would look like. Highly recommend it. Go to Toys R Us, pick this up, and you could display it. Maybe someday, who knows? Maybe I'll go to like an autograph and have someone autograph it, like right here, have someone like sign it. Maybe AJ Styles or somebody. Chance of that happening probably slim to none, but we can always dream. All right, take care.